All right, folks. Hello, welcome. This is an impromptu thing. As you see, I got Ruby. I got Ruby in my hand. Shoulders feeling a little better today, and today I'm just doing the circle of fourths, um, and I'm going through and just doing. Whoops. And I go on through that a couple of times, and I'm doing some scales, and I'm trying to talk about myself through the notes. What's the note on the scale? I started out with G. Anyway, then I went up to A and ran through the scale all the way up and down. And I'm just working my way up with the low E string here, and I get to A, and I play an A major chord like that. Hey, Charlie. So I play an A major chord, and then I go, well, if I do this, now I'm playing an A7, if I can get my fingers to cooperate. I know I'm still getting there. There it is. All right, Eddie Gannon. Hello, welcome. Good stream the other night. It's a hard chord to get for me right now, but it's I'm getting it. The pinky is growing. There's no testicles on my pinky yet, but it's getting better. A little stronger. So then I did, oh, well, here's A sharp. There. And then, so this would be A sharp 7? Is that right? So we got A7 here, but then I move up to A sharp. That's A sharp 7. That's my question. I know this is I've never thought about things like this before, so there's a totally new experience for me. Actually naming things or trying to figure out the name of something that I didn't know the name of before. Oh yes, Charlie says that would be an A sharp 7. Cool. My head feels better now. I didn't want to just go search on YouTube. I mean, I could have, or Google Tube, whatever you want to call it. But I didn't want to. I wanted to ask my friends and see if anybody showed up. So. Could do that. Trying to take it easy on my shoulder, but I'm trying to make it worth your while to come and listen to this. George, hello, George. Welcome. I didn't get to play it all yesterday because of my dumb shoulder. I haven't taken a muscle relaxer today. But I can move it a little bit better today. It's still very, very tight, and it's very painful is not the right word. It's uncomfortable. It's just this big old knot of fuck you in my shoulder, all because I picked up a heavy box that I know I shouldn't have picked up. Yeah, it's the back's been messed up for many years, and that can't be fixed. So I'm kind of used to that. But the shoulder, and especially being my left shoulder, because I'm left-handed. I know I play the guitar right-handed, but I am left-handed. This hand is stupid. It couldn't figure out how to make a chord to save its life, because I actually tried to play guitar left-handed first, many way backs when I was a kid. And I'm like, I can't even make the basic G chord with this hand, is so stupid. But this one, I could do that right away with my left hand, with my strong hand. So then I did it. Other than my shoulder, I'm doing great, George. Rainfield Music, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, I was playing my practice stuff earlier, and I got to the A and the D at the end of my circle of fourths, and I got to thinking about the other day. I learned that if I do this, I learned it from Marshall, by the way. That's A7. It's the same A7 that I play here, but it sounds a little more fuller. And then I had this thing that popped into my head, and here's the weird part, Rainfield, because I've never had a thought like this before. I went, well, if I just move everything up one, that must be an A sharp 7. And Charlie said, yes, that's what it is. And then Eddie agreed with him. So that was my question. It was really dumb, but it was exciting for me because I've never thought about chords that way before. And so I was, this is how you do the G chord when I'm down here. And I play the G. Okay, that's a G chord, but I didn't think anything further about that. But now with this whole thing, this bullshit that Marshall's got me tripping on, what an asshole. If you catch this, Marshall, there you go. There you go. That was my great burning musical question, or a question for my musical friends. And then I thought I'd just play for a little bit till my shoulder doesn't want me to play anymore, because I didn't get to play at all yesterday because this dumb shoulder. So I think that catches you up, other than I said hello to everybody as they came in, yourself included. Yeah, you're up, you're current now. You're all good. Yeah, I am. I'm not doing anything too crazy. When I did my circle, I only noticed I was only strumming once, and I didn't worry about going back and doing upstrokes and then ups and downs, and I'm just trying to make this hand keep believing that it can do what we're trying to make it do. Things like, playing a nice full-bodied A7. Not quite. There's a note missing. There it is. There it is. All right. And I just... Yeah, we're not going to do any big power chord ballads today. We're not going to chug, although that's a mute. But I learned that from some British guy. He said it the other day. Yeah, and I don't mind abbreviating them either. I mean, I play keyboard. I'm not practiced anymore, but it wouldn't take long to get back into it. I did it for many, many years. So when I'm playing on a keyboard, it's intuitive. It's also very linear. That makes it easier too. The guitar neck is not exactly linear. Not in the traditional sense of being linear. Yep. I got reroutes on right now. I've got Restream still set up but turned off on the master bus, just in case. But yeah, I'm using it right now. I got your message. Oh, thank you very much. I did the thing. I'm wondering, Marshall, do you hear? I'm going to play a little bit harder now. I just want to see if you're hearing pick clicks. Click, pick, kick. The acoustic sound of this striking these. Could you hear the things? Yeah, I think the guitar sounds fantastic. It's a nice clean tone that I've got mixed up here, and this is on Nolly. It is the clean amplifier, but okay. I'm still playing with the compressor thing. I've gone back and watched your video a couple of times. We might need to have a personal meetup at some point. But yeah, I was just had an intuitive weird thing happen. It never happened to me before. By noiseless picks, right? That I was doing this, and then he told me about the 7 thing. If I pick up a pinky, look at that pinky move all by itself. That's impressive. Trust me, I'm not lying. Anyway, and now I'm playing A7, right? And that was cool. And then I'm sitting here thinking, well, if I just move it up one, I'm on the same string for root notes, so that must be A sharp 7. And then I created the live because I didn't want to go on a Google Tubes. I wanted to talk with my friends, and because I was lonely, and that's a lie. But anyway, I had like a music thing happen in my brain. It was not something I was like, oh, I'm going to go play the A7. The A sharp 7 chord. And oh, okay. But it works either way. I kind of like that discordant at the top end with that other note in there. I don't ask me what the note is. It's too much braining right now. And I won't be able to do this for very long. My shoulder's still jacked the fuck up. When you're almost 60, folks, for you younger guys out there and gals, yeah, really pretty, and I like using it, and I like the fact that my pinky's getting stronger. Better is the wrong word, but yeah, still having trouble with the pull-offs. Getting much better at the hammer-ons. Still weak, but it's getting there. But the pull-offs are still very, very difficult. But there is some more callus beginning to happen here. I tend to lay that finger on the side, like when I'm reaching for this 7. You can see that pinky. I gotta jack my elbow over here to get that pinky to be straight. So I end up putting my elbow back here, and then I'm a little bit on the side of the top of the pinky especially when I'm reaching over here. That's a pretty chord. That was a G7. Wow. Anyway, that was pretty badass. I just did that all by myself. So yeah, I am discovering new things. Boy, I wish I could play 25 hours a day. I can't quite do that. And oh, that's great. Yeah, I could do that when I'm hydrating. I could just pop that pinky right like that, Charlie. How about that? It's legit. That's a popped pinky, right? That'll make it stronger. Hydrate, folks. Hydration is important. So yeah, no muscle relaxer, at least not yet today. I am stoned because I just needed something to take the edge off of my focus. So, yeah, this has been fun. I also did this before my shoulder gives out here completely. I can feel it coming. I know I'm not very good at this, and but it's a practice, right? That's why we call it practice. Um, So I could almost make it one round of chords with that. I've done it a couple of times with no mistakes and hitting the chords, going a little bit slower than I was just now. But yeah, it was good advice, Marshall, to you should notice a difference in 3 months. Full step. A good way to strengthen the pinky is to work on full step 2 fret bends on the G using your pinky. Well, and its friends. Yeah, just like I did. I used this I used to use to help this one. So now you're saying just move it to the smallest finger and start doing the same kinds of things. I'll start adding that into my daily practice. Well, except on days when I can't practice, like yesterday, which really sucked. Because I look forward to my practice now. So yeah, I will do that. And Marshall, I want to thank you again for all of your advice and encouragement. It helps. You don't have to do it, but yes. Hey, there you go. Hello, Mr. Caldwell. How you doing, Hugh? Good to see you. Yeah. I'm pretty okay doing half and full step bends in tune now. Those are very automatic, but when I do, if I try and do, two, I'm not as accurate. I haven't done it as much. So yeah, I definitely need to work on that. So this the what everybody calls the easy F. Yeah, except you shouldn't. E over the F doesn't really work. Just in case you were wondering, I'm that's for verification purposes. That sounds like shit. That sounds bad. That sounds correct. So I mean, you can have your choice. You can play it completely wrong and sound like shit, or you can play it a little bit wrong and sound, well, still like shit. Or you can play it correctly and then it sounds good. Colorphology, hello. So yeah. Oh, that's magic. I know why Marshall didn't tell me this, because it's too easy. Thank you, Rainfield Music. You're solid. Thank you very much. Marshall's probably told me that like 35,000 times, and I just didn't retain it. Because Marshall tells me a lot of things, and I don't remember them all, because I'm older than him. That's cool. What I'm going to have to do now is go back and name these chords. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll have to mess around with that. Thank you for sharing that. That's cool. That's very cool. I like learning things like that. It's but yes, I'm trying to do the things, practice songs that I do know the chord progressions for. It was J. Frank Wilson's Last Kiss, if you didn't recognize the one I was doing. Also working on Sundown, just super simple ones, but I'm trying to use the bar chords wherever possible. And I don't use, when I'm doing the is there another E minor that I could go to that's near here? That I thought about trying to look that up on Google, but I get lost in chord charts because there's subtle differences in the way people make their chord charts. Hey, Many Vibes, welcome. Good to see you here, Ed B. Metal. So, because I'm not using a bar chord there. I mean, I'm playing all of the strings, technically. You could consider it that way. At this A position, minor at the 7th fret. Oops. Well, isn't this E? It's E minor, not A minor. Sorry, it's not really in frame. So I'm going G major. If I could play the chord right, that'd be great. G major to E minor. I don't know if I. How do you show this shit to people? I'm fucking stupid. Anyway, to E minor, and then I'm coming back up here to C, D, and then back to E major. And I was wondering where I would go for the E minor that's here. I couldn't bar. Is this not E major? Aim for the camera. Good advice, Eddie. Good advice. So that's E. So if I drop quite right. Right, I got this. Yeah, I knew I was saying it was E major, so we're on the same page. Ah, there it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Abe the Band, welcome. My goodness. Okay. I knew I was missing a note. Thank you, Marshall. Yes. Okay. Cool. Abe will help you. If everybody's helped here, I mean, that's crazy stuff. This has been a great experience for me in the community, and I'm doing cool stuff. So, all right, that'll be a different way to go now. So. Okay. All right, we can work that. We can work on that. We can work on that. touching who? There it is. All right, folks. Shoulder's starting to cramp up again. I'm going to take it easy on this now because I want to be able to play again later. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for helping me out on my little stupid musical question. It was really just an excuse to go live and hang out for a little bit. Well, yeah, and I'm not trying to learn theory, so to speak. Just trying to learn my way around the fretboard now. I wish I'd have done this when I first started. I'd be further ahead than I am now. But I'm glad to be learning it now. So, anyway, thank you all for coming out and see, there, I forgot to do it. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out with me. I'm gonna go nurse my shoulder. Still not gonna do the other things. So, thank you very much for coming by and hanging out. And we're gonna do the things, all the things, especially these things. Remembering, nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible, except there's no apostrophe. Success through human effort. I am the Falcro. Being successful through effort.